Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel for another video today. This is the first time that I have filmed a sit down video in like close to 2 weeks now, so it feels a little bit weird, but I'm here. We're gonna push through it. I have my little partner here today. This is my chocolate lab Max. He doesn't make as much appearance in the videos, I don't think, but he is mama's baby. Like him and I are, you ever heard people say that dogs imprint on you? That is Max for me. Right, Maxie? He literally lays on my pillow most of the time because he's so obsessed with me. Okay, lay down, lay down. Okay, so with all that being said, now that I got his attention for sure, we're gonna go ahead and jump into today's video. So essentially what happened was last week while I was on my little hiatus, my little break, I noticed that one of my videos that I made like a year ago started to pick up a lot of steam. And this was a video titled 5 things or 5 must-know tips for starting Mounjaro or Zepbound or whatever, a GLP-1 in general. And this video has been seen by a lot of people. It has over 160,000 views, which, oh my gosh, thanks y'all. And about 10 to 15,000 of that has come in the past week. So the algorithm picked it back up, started pushing it to more and more people again. And that's great. I love that. I love that people are seeing my tips and my tricks and all of the things. However, when I went back and rewatched it, there are some things that are different now. Again, that was a year ago. I've lost an additional 25 pounds since then. More data has come out, more research has come out. Things are just different. So I felt that it was prudent that I go ahead and make an updated version of that video. So that is what we are going to be doing today. If you're new here, hi, my name is Brittany. I have lost over 100 pounds now on mostly branded Mounjaro and then compounded tirzepatide, but the majority of my weight loss came from branded Mounjaro over the course of the past almost 2.5 years now at this point. And I love to share my journey here on my channel. You can go back to like literally the day I picked up my medicine in 2022. Wow. The end of 2022. And come all the way up until now at this point. So if you want to go back and see my face change and my body change and my ideas and my thoughts change over the course of the past 2.5 years, you're welcome to do that. I would love to have you stick around. So let's go ahead and jump right on into it because I do have quite a lot that I wrote down that I want to share with you guys today. So number 1, and these are not in any particular order first off, and I'm not a doctor. Always consult with your own healthcare provider before doing anything like dosage changes, anything regarding your medication. Talk to your doctor before making a informed decision and don't trust just everybody on the internet. That's a given, right? Okay, so number 1 is to set realistic goals. I cannot tell you how often people come to me in my email, in comment sections, on the Facebook group and say, I've been on Mounjaro for 3 weeks and I haven't lost anything. Or I've been on Mounjaro for a month and I've lost 2 pounds. What is wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with you. It has been proven so many times that different people respond to the medicine at different rates. There are what is called super responders, and then there are slow responders. There are non-responders, meaning people who just will not respond to the medicine at all. That's a very small group of people. I've done a study on the channel where I talked about how eventually the slow responders do catch up to the super responders. It just takes them more time. So don't set your expectations based on what you see on the internet, especially if these people have different body types as you, have different backgrounds as you, have different everything as you. Everybody's going to respond differently. And I also would say that there are a lot of people who will just give up, like say, oh, it must not be for me. I'm not going to lose weight on this, and they'll stop it. And again, studies have shown that slow responders, if they stick it out, they eventually catch up to the super responders. Set realistic expectations, talk to your doctor about what those expectations can be for you, and don't get sort of down on yourself because you're not losing as much weight as I lost, or you're not losing as much weight as other people on the internet are. That is, I would say, the most important, because it's hyped up so much that we tend to forget that all of our bodies are going to respond differently. Number 2 is to track everything, and I mean everything regarding your GLP-1 journey. So your shot day, the time you take the shot, your weight when you started the shot, what you ate the day of the shot, side effects that you're having, food that you ate right before your side effects. Track everything. You can do this in several different ways. You can get a notebook, which is what I did in the beginning of my journey. I tracked everything in a notebook. I had a specific notebook that was only for that. And nowadays there's actually several apps that have come out that are allowing you to do that. I actually have one that I am using now, and I'm going to be sharing that with you guys pretty soon, actually, because it is just amazing. So stay on the lookout for that. But yeah, there's apps. You can get a notebook, whatever. And the reason why this is so good is because you will be able to track and better control your overall side effects. So if you notice that when you eat broccoli, you have worse stomach pains or worse diarrhea or worse constipation, then you can take the broccoli out of your diet for a little while. Stuff like that. You're able to control your side effects because most of your side effects are related to what you put in your body. The medication, the GLP-1, is designed to slow down your gut and balance out your insulin and your sugar levels, right? So if you are putting high carb, high fat, lower protein, just junk into your body, you're going to have more side effects. And that doesn't necessarily just mean that eating bad stuff is going to cause more side effects. Case in point, the broccoli. There are a lot of people who can't handle broccoli or beans or greens in general. So tracking those things can help you pinpoint which specific things for you do not do well. It also can help to motivate you if you're tracking your weight over time. Again, if you're somebody who isn't losing as much as the person on the internet, you can track your specific weight loss and how it's going and make sure that you are on your curve. It's kind of like children when they say that children should follow their own curve in growth and not necessarily be lumped into this like, well, you're not doing what that person's doing or you're 5 pounds heavier than that person, because children should follow what their growth pattern and what their growth curve has always proven to be. Same thing with this. Look at your curve, look at your patterns, and the only way you can do that is to track them. Number 3, make sure, this is so important, make sure that you have a provider who is on your side. There are so many ways to obtain GLP-1s right now. So you can go through your healthcare provider, you can go through endocrinologists, you can go through like in-person doctors, obviously, but you also can do it via telehealth medicine. And there are a lot of them out there that just sort of prescribe you the medicine and don't offer anything beyond that. You can research that for yourself. You can kind of see just by going to people's websites what different things are available. For me specifically, I use Orderly Meds. I love them mainly. Well, they have great customer service, but also because of all of the extra things that they offer. They do webinars consistently all the time with healthcare professionals giving you tips and tricks. They have the BetterHelp membership that you get. They have a meal thing that you can get. They use Trifecta. They're partnered with them. So they have so many different tips and tricks and options to help you create the maximum GLP-1 journey. So if you're not with a telehealth company, you're looking for one, I have a link in the description. I think right now they are still offering their specials. Yes, you can still order tirzepatide. I know that a lot of people say that after the March 19th deadline, you're not going to be able to, but you can. I've said this before, Orderly has pre-purchased a bunch from a 503B pharmacy that the transactions already happened. They're going to be able to continue to ship it. So you can check the link in the description box if you're interested in that. And if you're not, if you have another telehealth company that you love that has given you great customer service and great options beyond just prescribing you the medicine, then leave them below to help other people. So that is number 3. You have to have a provider that is on your side, that is going to make decisions with you and is not going to just sort of treat you like everybody else and follow all the normal titration schedules and all of that, because you want somebody that is going to look at you as the individual and really talk to you about it. I, again, love Orderly, but I also talk to my regular healthcare provider, my physician, quite regularly. He does blood work panels on me because he knows me. He's been with me since I was like 18, so almost 20 years at this point. You got to have somebody that knows you, knows your body, and is willing to work with you personally. So important on this journey. Number 4, focus on the things that you specifically can change. So, you take the shot and you kind of got to let it do its own thing, right? Like you got to let it build up to the point where it's going to help you. Once you take the shot, there's not much you can control in terms of like the shot working and being effective and how long it's going to take to build up in your body and all of that, right? But there are things that you can change that will help your health immensely. focus on protein. So make sure that you're getting, I like to say 100 grams of protein a day. There are some people that try to get much higher than that. It really just depends on what your specific goals are, but focus on protein. That's going to help you with a lot of stuff. Try to eliminate fast food from your diet. If you're somebody that goes and gets lunch at fast food restaurant, either eliminate it or get a salad or whatever. Focus on the small changes that you can make in your diet and in your life that are going to help your GLP-1 journey. I think we focus too much on the medicine itself sometimes, and that leads us to not be focusing on the normal, everyday, healthy living changes that we can make that will help us. So drinking more water, eating more protein, eating less fast food, taking a walk every day. There are some people that'll say that walking is not sufficient, but that's so not true. If you can do walking, if that's what you can do for exercising right now, then focus on that, right? We can deal with other stuff later. We can deal with building on things later. Do what you can control. So important. And again, don't allow outside people to tell you what you should be doing for yourself. Only you and your doctor know that. Number 5, the last tip that I have for you is to research real life experience. We get caught up. I myself have shared a lot of the statistics and the data studies on my channel, but we get caught up in that, right? We need to look at real things, real people, real life experience. Why does he always bark at the end of my videos? Real life experiences, people that you can really relate to, and not just a number on a graph or a number on a data sheet. That's all great to look at. But for the average person, we don't know how to interpret that in a way that's going to turn it into being beneficial for us. So I would say that if you have somebody that you trust that can talk to you about the statistical data, that is absolutely awesome. It's good to know that information, but don't rely on that information for your personal experience, because when you look at that, it's also an average, right? So you have outliers on either side, or you have the average middleman. And so you want to look at real people. If they're not in your real life, if you don't feel comfortable talking with people in your real life about this, the internet's great for that. There are a lot of content creators that have shared their true experience with this. And so that is what I personally would focus on. If I was starting Mounjaro right now, I wouldn't be looking up data, right? Like I would be YouTubing or TikToking or whatever, people, experiences, similar body types to mine, similar starting weights to mine, and go from there on how they respond to the medicine. But again, overall, your body's going to do what it wants to do. So you got to focus on the things that you can personally change. And if you want encouragement, share your story. There are so many people who have started TikToks or YouTube channels or whatever, and they have felt empowered, me, myself, through doing that. So if you want to be somebody that shares and learns and helps others learn, start a YouTube channel, girl. It's great. I love it. I love connecting with you guys, girl or guy. Didn't mean to leave out the guys there. It'll help you a lot on your journey to keep accountable, because that's important as well. So yeah, those are my top 5 tips, I would say. I think that it's important to just remember that we're all going to be different, and we're all going to have different journeys. We're all going to be on different doses. Different doses are going to work differently for us all, and we have to just personally keep that in mind, okay? So let me know if this video helped you. Let me know what you think. If it did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave me a comment down below with how you are moving your body today. You guys don't know how much it helps me when you leave a comment on my channel. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. We are going to hit 100 grams protein tomorrow on my What I Eat in a Day. If you have not been around, I've been posting one of those pretty much every Wednesday as my journey on maintenance and protein goals and exercise goals has sort of developed. And that is something it's a series that I'm going to continue here on my channel. So stay tuned for that. I will see you guys tomorrow. And yeah, Maxie, you want to say bye? Come here. I'm not kidding. Like, I know everybody says that their dog is the best, but this dog is like, he's the dog that all of my friends, all of my family members, everybody wants. Like, Max is the favorite dog because he is just the absolute best. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Right, Maxie? Bye, guys.